Welcome to
Morning, folks.
Hungar. I'm Shadwo today. Say something, Shadow.
Morning, folks. Put me on the spot. How you guys doing today?
I had to sneeze, so
Uh, as
hope
long as you
everybody's doing awesome. Justin can't make it today. He's very busy with work, which it do be like that someday. So it's me and the Shadwell.
so it's just me. Still looking for some folks to join us over on Gatekeepers on Wednesday nights. Excuse me. I've got actually a couple of really cool topics that I want to cover, but I need some people to bounce ideas off. So if you've got a YouTube channel and you're on Discord, hit us up over on Gatekeepers and we'll bring you in. Probably not doing a show tonight, but I definitely want to do something next week because a couple of the topics are sort of pressing. I need answers.
I am going to warn everybody. We are having severe storms here, and the power and the internet keeps going down. So if I disappear, it's not you, it's me. That's what my ex-girlfriend told me, but she's like, it's not me, it's you. Which makes sense.
What's up, Curtis? How's it going, buddy? Yes, we are. We're doing pretty good out here. It's starting to show signs of spring. We've got cherry blossoms blossoming, and the roses are doing their thing. It's actually going to be 60, 65 degrees here, which is a welcome change from 30. I know a lot of you folks are in much colder climes, but when you're used to the average temperature being 100 degrees, 30 degrees is a pain in the ass. I'm actually looking forward to the hot weather this year. So, anybody got any games going on this weekend? I had a really good one last night with Bloodworth. I killed a werewolf. That was cool. And I've got my game Sunday with Omen Owl and Mac Thompson and Armstrong and Raven, Justin, of course, our friend Grim. I think we had 7 players last week, including myself. Everybody's missing Brian big time though, in both my D&D game and Bo's GURPS game. Speaking of GURPS games, Bo's also looking for some players for GURPS on Friday nights. It's a hard sci-fi game set in his own universe.
What's got me aggravated about the power going off like it is, when our power goes off, it goes off for a while. And I've got ribs prepared to go into the oven here in a little bit. I need to throw them in the oven in about an hour or so. So that way they'll be done by about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky with power outages here. For a while, they were pretty bad here in California, thanks to our state having the worst governor in the history of governors.
Well, I'm in a real rural area. That's the issue.
We're kind of rural as well. I mean, there's horses and things like that out here, and coyotes. Huh. I don't know where they live, but they're out here in abundance. Hey, what's up, nerdy? Curtis, yeah, get back behind the DM screen as soon as possible. It's it's such a great, silly hobby that we have.
No, but if the power goes off and stays off for a while, it's going to fuck up my dinner.
What are you cooking?
Ribs.
Oh, right on.
I have an electric stove,
Gotcha.
which sucks. And I
Oh,
throw them in for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I throw them in about 200, 250 degrees,
Uh-huh.
wrapped up in foil.
Yeah,
And
we actually boil our ribs with
my
honey.
grandma used to. The way I do it, they just fall right off of the bone.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I
And
boil
then
them for about 2 hours, medium heat, and then throw them in the oven after I put the sauce on and put them in a glass dish covered with aluminum foil. And
then after a while, it gets that crust on them. Bear.
Hey,
grab it, man.
not much. What's up with you guys?
My power keeps on going on and off today. We got a real bad storm coming through the area.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It happens. I don't argue with doctors or the weather because neither one works.
Fun times. So I hate to break the news to you, Shadow, but I had to convert everything on the backer kit to Canadian currency because of their use of Stripe as a payment system. So because they use that, it has to be in the same currency as your bank. They won't do international transfers in different currencies. So I had to redo all the numbers as the closest Canadian equivalent. I now fully want a world currency that we can all just share, and then that we can stop doing all this goddamn nonsense because it's just stupid at this point in time.
We have one that's called Bitcoin.
So when you see the numbers, don't freak out on the old numbers I quoted you. They roughly convert to the same thing, just they're in Canadian now. So you don't have to know that.
No worries. No worries. I'm still going to do the thing.
Well, you'll see, man. You'll see when it goes up. You'll see what the thing is.
Yeah, it's just bad. It sucks because I've got I'll now have 3 Kickstarters in March that all want a crap ton of money, except for one of them that's actually now taking six monthly payments, which is actually kind of a genius idea.
Yeah, how are they doing that?
I don't know.
They're probably running it through like GameFound or something. I know GameFound
I think
lets you
that's
do
what it is.
that.
Yeah.
Well, the annoying part for me is that I have to pay everybody who's working on this in American. So it's really obnoxious to have to do it all in Canadian and then convert it back to them. It's like, fuck, what a pain in the ass. Make sure all those banks get their cut, man.
Right.
Make sure every time you convert a dollar, they get their fucking 3% or whatever it is.
It's always the banks, man.
It is.
Check it out. I got Brian on my show twice in 1 week.
Hey,
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Have we met before?
at least once.
Okay, I thought so, but I wanted to make sure, just in case.
We know
I
what
get,
ADHD, baby.
I can only be here for a couple minutes because I really should be in bed, but I am a hot mess.
What else is new?
How are you a hot mess?
I live in Arizona, so it's hot, and I'm a complete disaster, so a mess. Therefore, I'm a
That's
hot
not
mess.
what hot mess means, but thank you for playing, you fellow young person.
Now, you know what? I got a lot of good friends in Arizona, and I thought about moving there, but I'm going to probably head to Texas instead.
And
Yeah,
then
because
Christmas
that's how
summer
Texas
happened,
wants
and you
is
went,
another
fuck it, Texas.
Californian.
I've been here my whole life. My parents are still here. My kids are obviously here. My future grandkids are theoretically here. So at this point, I'm not allowed to leave.
Your wife is like, no.
Hey.
She'd be all for it. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
Fucking shit.
Hey, but you got Razor Force out there, so that's a good thing.
Was he in Arizona? Yeah, he is in Arizona. That's right.
Yeah. I think he's in the same city that I'm in as well. I don't know. Obviously, he plays it a little close to the vest.
Yeah, can't blame him.
Well, seriously, yeah. He's the kind of guy who pisses off people that then show up with guns, right?
It's
What are you talking about?
I'm waiting for somebody to show up at my house with a gun.
Yeah, with my luck, it's going to be a whole bunch of somebodies.
Well, you're like it's going to be the ATF.
Actually, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that. I was California's got this new ass law coming in, and since I'm moving to Texas, I'm thinking about like dumping most of my guns, and like doubling my money because the prices out here are crazy, and then get to Texas and buy twice as many.
Well, West Virginia, like I said, they got rid of sales tax on guns and ammo.
We're looking at having to pay a monthly fee per gun for registration and insurance.
What?
Yeah.
See, I have carry insurance in case when the time comes that I actually have to shoot somebody, they will provide
Hey,
my
Raymond.
attorneys for me.
Yeah, that's the way to go. But what they're trying to do is literally unconstitutional. So they will.
What? California being unconstitutional?
I know.
United
It might
States?
as well.
That's
They might as well.
unheard of.
They might as well just change the name.
Socialist Republic of California.
Pretty much. How's it going, Sean?
It's going. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day, but my sound guy decided he didn't want to work on my videos anymore, so he handed me back the all the files I sent for the 3 videos. So I've been working on those to get the videos going.
Oh, for your
The
review
recaps,
caps.
yeah. So it's a couple hours extra work. I was doing it on my own anyway prior. And there's a friend of mine, he's a professional sound guy, and he said, "Hey, I'll do those for you for free." And I'm like, "Okay." Eats up, saves a few hours work. And he last week said, "You know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry, but it's like, okay.
Thanks for feeling it.
Yeah.
God,
What
I
is
miss
he,
the film
Californian?
industry.
Sorry."
What is he, a Californian?
No, he's a Canadian.
Yeah, I miss the film industry because that's such a fucking film industry thing to say. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, well, too bad. You
I haven't talked to him in a while. I think he's going through some stuff. So it's like, working a freebie for me is not high priority. I just wish he'd told me a few weeks ago. That's all. But that's okay.
I'm amazed, Jackie. Those of you who've seen his videos, he's done and learned how to do all of that by himself. And not one bit of help from me in the sorry about that, guys, in the production.
Well, he wants it to be good. That's why I didn't ask you for help.
Well,
and he didn't want it to get banned on YouTube for being gay porn, so now that works out too, right?
No, I mean, he's doing all the editing, the sound, the mixing. I do some of the filming, and I obviously I help him with the story where he needs help. But I watch him, doing the editing, and it's mind blowing. All the crap that he's taught himself how to do in 6 months, in addition to all the other crap that he's doing with school. And, wow, just these kids, when we're, a bit older, we are not going to recognize not only our own kids, but the whole world around us. They are going to change so much. We're going to be worse than our parents trying to program the VCR. That'll be like a walk in the park.
Oh,
speak for yourself there, Luddite.
I was talking, I think it was with Kim, just all of us from Gen X, we're just kind of in that weird spot where we didn't have any of the tech that we have now. But it was all being developed by by all the smart people before us.
What the hell?
But then all the smart kids coming behind us just took it and ran with it, and so we didn't even have time to adapt to what we had before all the new tech came out. And so it's just trying to tread water and keep up with where everything is at now.
No, Tim, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say Gen X was the ones that were ideally situated to be able to accept new technology, because that's what our entire youth was accepting new technology, having to learn how to use it, because our boomer lost generation or greatest generation or silent generation parents couldn't figure out how to program a VCR or anything like that. So we had to. And as a result, we've done very well with technology as we've gone slowly up and watched it progress. I know a lot of Gen Xers who are on top of current technology compared to my parents' generation that just would throw it at the kids and go, here, figure out how to make this work. So I think we're okay in that regard. I think the new generation likes to act like we don't know what we're talking about, and that's fine. But they realize that they don't realize they're referring to boomers more than they are to Gen X. I think Gen
Yeah,
X
every time I go to Kentucky, I have to help my parents with something with electronics.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're Gen X, so you're just proving Bear's point.
Well, and that's the other thing. We're Gen X. We're the
James.
self-do generation. You know what I mean? We're the ones who are like, oh, I got to figure out how this works. I'm going to figure it out. And that's just what we do, you know? Unless it's different in Arizona.
Maybe it's just different with my ADHD brain.
That's possible. No, that's very possible.
He does have an alibi right there in the name.
I will.
You
I
ain't
will.
got no alibi. You ugly.
I do have to address Ogre. Yes, Ogre, I'm supposed to go to bed, but Hungar invited me. I figure I at least have to show up for a couple of minutes.
Don't do that. No, that's what he gets you with, and then he guilts you.
He kills you.
When you don't show up, he's all like, "You're not my friend no more. You don't love me no more." Also, when did this become the Shadow Show? What's going on here?
My internet dropped for a few seconds.
It was the ATF.
It's like, I don't know what's going on with it. It's probably the severe.
Now, when you say ATF, do you mean Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Shadow, or do you mean the Asian Trans Federation who are coming to get you for the movies you made and didn't pay them for?
Can it be both?
I was gonna
Why
say,
not both?
yes.
Yeah. Fair. What the hell?
Now it's the Bear Show.
Okay, all right. So here's what we're going to do from now on. We're all going to make fun of Brian. Go.
Wait, what do you mean from now on?
Hasn't that
we
always
gotta
been the case?
Giving Shadwell a break. Let him get back to that gay porn.
That escalated.
See, normally, Brian, you're not here. You just pick on Chad and leave it at that, right? But now that you're here, it's like, ooh, it's like a buffet now. There's
Fresh meat.
I'm used to it. It's fine.
Mhm.
So, but I did mention the backer kit during my stream just a few minutes ago.
Well, thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
I will mention what I said on Bear's show last night when he streamed here. The 20th person to back Bear on his stream on Friday will be able to pick a free t-shirt from my catalog of shirts.
So I'm getting 2 t-shirts is what you're saying?
My only question is how are we going to track that? Does it like
Well, I'm going to be getting updates of the backers as they come in. As
He
the
gets
backers-
updates of the backers as they come in. The 20th backer lets me know which shirt they want and what size. I buy it and ship it straight to their house.
Got it. Okay, I was like, it's just all happening. How does anyone know?
Because it's technology, this thing that you're scared of, apparently.
Apparently.
And now we got the normal 3 on the bottom and the other
The normal 3.
What's up, Justin?
Nothing
You
much.
guys are a fucking tinfoil hat convention panel with the bottom 3.
Hell yeah.
Been on the run all
Hey,
day.
all we're missing is
Aluminum
Raven to pop in. And
foil,
we got the
foil.
founding members of the Tinfoil Hat Club.
Well, you were there when they invented tinfoil, so you'd know.
It was a good day.
He was on the committee on what to name it.
I was.
You wanted to call it Atlantinium, and they were like, no.
It's too obvious.
But yeah, the 20th backer for Shadow's game gets a Hungar shirt. I will.
Really? What game am I producing?
Yeah, what's Shadow doing?
Actually,
Bear's
I am
game.
working on one, which is fun. I'm working on a couple.
Well-
One of my own, but one RPG, one miniature war game, and another one that is I'm just kind of helping out on.
If you put Shadow where Sean is, you'll have American, Canadian, American, Canadian, American, Canadian. Which would suit my
Canadian should be on top.
OCD. Well, yeah. See, now it's broken because you got Canadian, American, Canadian, perfect. There it is. Leave it. My OCD is happy.
Mm,
We just need 3 more. We can do the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, you would be the bitch in the middle.
Don't talk about Alice like that.
Well,
Now,
he loves Sam the Butcher because he gets all the meat.
Look, Alice was the glue that kept that family together.
yes, and
Yeah,
Shadow is
I thought it
the
was cocaine.
I don't want to know how that glue was made.
and Shadow is the producer that holds the porn industry, the gay porn industry together.
No, he's the casting director. That's why everybody's auditioning for him.
No, I'm out of here. If this is an audition. If this is an audition, man, I'm gone. Oh,
Hey,
Well, that's why everybody presents to him.
I just had a healthy drink.
a healthy drink.
V8.
Ooh,
What's up, Cal?
I don't know, man.
RPG Exiles, Raven.
That stuff.
Man.
The best way I could describe the taste of V8 is somebody took a tumor and put it into a blender, and then put a pinch of sugar on top, and put it into a box.
I
I
get
don't know why I do know what a tumor tastes like.
Oh, well,
It's called an assumption.
I get the
Hey, it's
spicy
got
V8.
to beat the hell out of that stuff called clamato. That sounds like a BT.
Hey,
I
think
as
Clamato
long
is just
as I'm
clam and
getting
tomato
some
juice.
vegetables, man. You know, it's like one of the only ways my body will like take some of the nutrients out of vegetables.
I highly doubt a vegetable's ever been near a V8 production
It
plant.
has 3 servings of vegetables per glass.
It's like saying
Vegetables.
Sunny Delight has actually got fruit in it.
And Justin will drink the shit out of Sunny Delight, and he'll talk crap about V8.
That's watered down paint and sugar.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's actually a food product.
I used to work for Sunny D.
That's why I like consuming it. Plastic. It's what a growing boy needs.
To be a growing girl, sure.
You would know.
Oh, wow.
You have a whole filmography. Oh, I'm not in the mood right now.
Well, you need to work anyway, bitch. Make your money. Go. Here's your blow. Oh, sorry, Shadow. I thought we were on set. My apologies.
It's funny. I just
When
saw.
people ask me why I'm not monetized,
No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, nobody ever asks you that.
I was just gonna say that.
people who are not involved in the show, when they find out I have a YouTube channel, ask me if I'm monetized. Now I tell them no. They're like, "Well, why not?" I'm like, "You got to see my show."
Yeah.
And then they wonder where the elves are, right?
So I posted a thing on my Facebook. It's a Gen X thing of like 28 movies from Gen X, and you get a point for each one you've seen. Of course, I got 20 out of 28. And one of my friends comes in and he goes, "The only one I haven't seen is Heather's, but there are so many good and iconic movies not on this list." He's born in 1984. So my answer is, that's how I know you're a millennial. Because you're going to point out what's wrong with shit as opposed to appreciating it for what it is.
Heather's is a great movie.
I will point out what's wrong.
It was good.
Yeah, but you're a bitter. How old are you, Justin?
85.
Yeah, okay, so you're a fucking millennial, and we know it.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
millennials do,
85
man.
would make him a boomer.
No.
No.
Born in 85.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give Brian extra bonus points for that.
That was fair. That was
He
fair.
gets a full gold star.
Justin's older than my ex-wife.
I don't know what to
She
make
was
of
born
that.
in 87.
What'd you
That's
say,
good
Bear?
for,
I don't know what to make of Hungar's statement.
My ex-wife, I was 15 years older than my ex-wife.
It's not entirely unusual.
No.
It's not- no. Remember when
Unless,
we were
of course, you're
young and,
25 when you married her, in which case, bad Hungar.
Yeah,
Bad.
that would be-
I don't know.
That's a different story. Remember when we were like, 18, 19, and like you met someone that was like 2 years older than you, or a year
And it was a
younger
big,
than you?
big
It was a
gap.
huge deal. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I've dated girls 13 years younger than me. My fiance was 17 years younger than me. It's like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Well, unless he's well, never mind.
Yeah, no, you better stop because the ATF's already paying attention to you as it is, Shadow.
Last thing I need is another alphabet agency on my tail.
The next thing you know, you have CPS crawling up his ass.
Oh my goodness.
The only alphabet agency Shadow's got on his ass is NAMBLA.
And the LGBTQ.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
I'm not sure I should be here. No, just kidding.
Fuck.
Run, Mormon boy, run.
The Shadow puts the plus in LGBTQ. Wow, how the
But
body.
only when it comes to animals.
Wow.
I know, right? And he's in my game Sunday. He thinks he's going to walk out unscathed.
I'm okay with it.
It's going to be a TPK Sunday on Shadow's game.
You'll see me bright and early Monday recruiting for a new band of heroes. Although I might let Raven live, maybe.
Maybe.
She might be first. Who knows? She's got the fewest hit points. So.
Where I'm the boss.
Damn.
You try telling that
when
to
you
the
get to
power.
role playing and be things you're not in the real world.
Hey, I run a department.
Our next game for GM Cody's not going to be till the 14th because somebody's got to go to Vegas.
Look, Vegas was planned before like any of these games started.
Hey, if a man's got to get new inspiration,
What's
You're
the
not allowed
woman
to
going
drink
to do in
coffee,
Vegas? You
but-
can't have a cup of coffee.
I was
You
just
can't
about
do
to say
any
that.
cocaine. You can't mess with hookers. I mean, what's the point?
Are you allowed to
Board
gamble?
games.
Isn't it?
Board?
Well,
It's
why-
Vegas. Those aren't board games.
No, it's literally a board game convention in Vegas.
Really?
That's
Dice
just how they
Tower.
smuggle the blow in, dude.
Smuggling what they handed to you when you freaking cross the border.
Dice Tower. You don't sit on dice towers, bro.
Wow. Justin just went to Brian getting pegged by a
It
dice
was
tower.
All worried.
Yeah.
Vegas, man. Oh.
I'm glad Kim doesn't watch any of our YouTube channels.
What do you mean? She's our best guest.
Because it's just not her thing. Like,
It so would be if she hung out with us. She'd be like, "This is the best thing ever."
no, that's the funny thing.
I'm allowed to be free now.
She absolutely will play. But like just on her own, it's just not anything that she would watch. So
I'm glad she doesn't watch my show.
Brian, you're not allowed to hang out with them anymore. Oh.
Exactly.
She's gonna hand you a cup of coffee, say this is better for you.
Yeah.
You'd be better off drinking coffee and doing blow than hanging out with Hungar.
Sean, I'd like to say your
not
current look
wrong.
has transitioned theater professor sleeping with his students to bitter divorce guy trying to put his life together in a bachelor pad. I like this degeneration of story your look is taking every single
I am a multifaceted individual.
You are, man. Look at that. It's awesome.
Like
I love
my
it.
Doctor Who shirt. Look at that epicness.
Mm,
All the silhouettes of all the doctors up to Capaldi.
There was no doctors after Capaldi.
Who's Capaldi?
Peter Capaldi.
That's when I stopped watching.
I personally like to think there's no doctor after Christopher Eccleston, but that's just me.
Eggleston was really good, but Tenet is where I bailed. After what they did with him and Rose, that was just retarded. and then coming back and changing him again. One bringing him back and then changing him to the way they changed him, and him not.
They never brought him back. What are you talking about? There's been the show ended when Capaldi's run finalized. There's been no Doctor Who since then. What are you talking about?
Again, who's
Well,
Capaldi?
just rumor on the street. Like I said, I
You talking
checked
about the
out.
radio dramas or something?
No, I did really like what was her name? The companion
That does narrow it down, Justin.
Yeah.
yes, I know.
Oh yeah, the companion.
Oh yeah, my favorite companion ever was the.
Fuck, I'm spacing on both.
Hold on.
Her
Which
actual
Doctor?
She was there at the beginning of Capaldi's run and
Clara.
Oh yeah,
Jenna Coleman.
Jenna Coleman.
Hated
yeah.
her.
She's just adorable.
She's a great actress,
Yeah, I
but I
hated her.
hated that character.
I hated the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had nothing against the actress.
I wanted the Doctor's
But,
daughter.
No,
man.
I liked Coleman actually. I can take that back. We'll roll it back. I like Coleman in Capaldi's first season, where they actually gave her personality and struggles, and instead of being this, mystery. When she had a life, and she was struggling to juggle, having a life with a boyfriend and traveling with a doctor.
I think
that was interesting.
They were doing their best stuff in the fact that she played that one role that one time instead of doing what they did with the previous girl who's also in Pompeii.
Amy Pond,
Yeah.
Karen Gillan. I really think Coleman should have exited with the Christmas special with Last Christmas, because they had even written it. I don't know if you've seen it, but that scene at the end where the Doctor shows up and he because he misses, he doesn't sometimes can't grasp time. He shows up 65 years later. She's an old woman. And that was originally supposed to be her exit, her proper exit. But then she decided to stay on another season, so they undid that. But yeah, what an exit, right? She should have kept that. And then she got that stupid Raven shit, and it was like,
oh yeah, that
I got to go back to the series before Capaldi when they did the Amy Pond River thing, and I was just like, this is fucking retarded.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I got to like that point, I'm just like, are you kidding me? What the fuck is this?
I think the worst character I ever saw in that entire show, both the old and new, was River Tam. I hated that fucking character.
She was awful. She was really good at the start. The first time we saw her in that library episode was amazing.
Yep.
We never needed to see her again.
I think what they should have done was, not recast Alex or not use Alex Kingston at least until later. Have a young woman, like the next companion should have been a young River, right?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Or a companion down the road.
Yeah, that would have been cool for sure.
But young, and so you get the idea. Okay, now she's at the beginning of her journey with him, and we know where it's going, and so we know the tragedy. But then they could have really played with it. But yeah, it just got stupid. It was a great idea that turned stupid. The episode "Let's Kill Hitler" was just so bad.
Oh my God.
I was like screaming. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
We're talking about shit you don't care about.
Yeah, basically, all I'm getting is, wow, I missed nothing.
No, you missed a lot. We're talking about the low points, but there was a lot of great stuff.
The Matt Smith run had some good stuff in the Matt. There was some good stuff in the Matt Smith run. Not a lot of
Matt
it,
Smith
but
was
there was some
fantastic.
good stuff. But nothing will ever reach the heights of Donna Doctor. Donna Doctor was the modern Doctor Who at its fucking peak. When they did that Donna Doctor stuff, it was just fucking perfect. It was
I don't know.
perfect.
Yeah, but I did not like what's her face.
Well, that's because you're
Catherine Tate?
Because you don't like Catherine Tate because you're a fucking millennial.
I don't like her either. I'm also a millennial. I stand by that logic.
And then Bear is correct. He's assessed correct.
I am by power of life. What year were you born, Brian?
76.
You're a fucking Gen Xer, you prick.
Yeah, I'll take him. You can join our team. He's got enough of the ADHD to be a millennial.
What else was she in? Why would I
She's
recognize
a famous British comedian. She's done a ton of British comedies. She's really good. Like, she's really talented. Like, her stuff was good back in the day. In fact, they did a really good episode of her comedy show where she played this character that was a public school girl in England, and they had David Tennant show up as their substitute teacher, and they made
The teacher.
made a few Doctor Who jokes while they were doing it. It was really quite good.
Mm.
But no, she was really good. She was a really good British comedian. The problem is she's now super woke, insane, and
I thought she was insane during Doctor Who. That's why I didn't like her.
Yes, I will second that.
Didn't like the ood.
That story was fine. No, I literally just did not like Donna at all.
You could slip any other companion into those stories, and it would be a better story.
No, Donna's journey was very specific. That's why it worked.
You could,
she was unlikable at the beginning. She was selfish. She was loud. She was abrasive.
and she was still done at the end.
No, she grew. But she had to revert to that at the end, and that was part of the tragedy. She had to forget everything that she learned that made her a better person.
You tell me
there's
growth there. I tell you, I didn't see it.
I'm going to share something real quick, guys.
Put on your glasses.
And it's hilarious. I want you to watch it.
Oh, dear God, no. What are you doing?
Witcher, Blood Origin, is a medieval realm divided into 3 kingdoms that have been at war for 1,000 years. Want to explore the exotic serpent clan who serve the southern kingdom of Darwin? Well, be introduced to a mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino people you would find in relative proportion in metropolitan Los Angeles. What about the Raven clan that defends the northern kingdom of Prussia, a place where the inhabitants are the same mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino in relative proportion to metropolitan Los Angeles? Finally, take a journey to the mysterious far-off kingdom of Zintrea, where the folk are the same mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino in relative proportion to metropolitan Los Angeles. But don't fear, if you still have a yearning for exotic medieval fantasy, then embark on a journey of escapist epic adventure in Willow, set in the ancient kingdom of Ter Azlin, where the folk are the same mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino in relative proportion to metropolitan Los Angeles. And from there, be swept away in the grand fantasy spectacle of The Lord of the Rings of Power, where the insular island society of Numenor is made up of a mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino people in relative proportion to metropolitan Los Angeles. Then be swept forth to the distant and utterly different geography and climate of the Southlands, a pastoral folk made up of exactly the same mix of Caucasian, Black, Asian, and Latino people in relative proportion to metropolitan Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I love
as soon as they said Los Angeles being in California, I went, so it's a shithole. Is that what they're saying? Is that what they're trying to get across?
Okay.
So everybody's homeless and on drugs. Oh my God.
Yes.
I hate everything I just heard.
Well, the
That shit was
fantastical element
hilarious.
is that none of them were homeless.
That is what's going on with movies and TV shows today.
Well, Netflix is doing another one of those historical things. I can't remember who the figure. It's a male figure from history, and they've race swapped him into a black guy. And I saw one comedian go, "I didn't know whatever the guy's name was actually a redhead in real life." And I was just like, "Oh, thank you, acknowledging the erasure of my people. Thank you."
Wasn't it like Hannibal or Alexander the Great?
Yeah, it was Alexander or Hannibal. It's one of them. It's just like, yeah, thanks. Like,
Well,
remember,
you heard Egypt sued Netflix.
Yeah, they sued for the Cleopatra thing, and it also shows the ignorance of the Hollywood writer, and that you hear North Africa and they think black, and it's like, no.
That was Jada Pinkett Smith.
You know,
that was 100% Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, it was the woman that she had hired as her consultant. The one who was proudly stating in the behind the scenes stuff, my mama told me that they're going to try and say Cleopatra wasn't black. You don't believe them. It's like, oh, that's good. Your entire basis of your fucking theory is your mother. Did she have a degree in ancient Egypt?
Mama wouldn't lie to me.
Was she Bobby Lachey or some shit?
Bobby Lachey.
From The Waterboy? My mama said.
No, Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher, yeah.
I prefer the way Hungar said. It's funnier.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I could go for some Mountain Dew.
Oh, I think I could go for bed.
You guys know Mountain Dew used to be the term for moonshine?
No.
Yeah,
That
the old school term for moonshine was Mountain Dew.
That makes sense when, like, so a few years ago they started doing Mountain Dew throwback, basically using like the original recipe with like regular sugar instead of corn syrup.
Did it make you go blind?
Thank you,
Yeah.
John.
But
Diabetes can take your eyes, so yes.
But that makes sense because the label was just like some hillbilly, with a bottle of essentially a bottle of moonshine.
The way I found out, I was doing some Sasquatch stuff research, and there was this story from Washington State, which is from the 20s or whatever, where it's one of the first times they like used the term Bigfoot to describe him and all this kind of stuff. And the guys whose report the article's like saying, and they testified that they weren't hopped up on Mountain Dew. And it's just like. I'm like, wait a minute, when did Mountain Dew come out? And I look and it's like long after this period of time, Mountain Dew wasn't it. So then I did a little more research, and yeah, it's a fucking term for moonshine. Mountain Dew. So, Hungar, which one do you want to be on? Which Mountain Dew?
Moonshine.
That wasn't a fair question. We all knew what he'd answer.
Black tar.
My Appalachia comes through.
Black tar heroin. That's what
Raven wants to know what flavor Mountain Dew you like the best. I'm assuming freshly distilled.
When you get down in Shady Holler, that's the best one.
Didn't they used to make a cherry?
Code Red.
I like the zero sugar Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
I'm sorry, what?
Zero sugar Baja Blast from Taco Bell.
Oh, you said Baja. Barry, you got to do it.
Man. Insert coin.
Technically, Baja Blast isn't even exclusive anymore. You can buy it at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for James to send me that case that he has in his sunroom that he's not going to drink. I called dibs on it. He said he was going to send it. It's been like a year.
Do they not have it in Kanukistan?
I think we do. I just wanted the free case of pop.
Oh.
Actually, when you live in the Baja,
for the cost of the
best
shipping, you
Baja
can buy it
Blast.
3 times over here. You know,
If you're down where I am and you
Well,
ask for a
this
Baja
is
Blast, you
Canada,
might
so
get thrown in the
once.
back of a van and have 3 guys take you for the weekend. So Justin is very excited.
Fuck no. But Shadow would.
Who do you think's filming
Shadow.
it? I've worked with Shadow on a number of films. He was the guy who created the Navy SEALs and the country of Vietnam.
But it meant a whole different thing when he made them.
Are you happy, Sean?
that was most
I was
amusing.
your
Yes.
performing monkey for a minute.
Very good.
Forgive me, Nerdy Ogre.
It's all for
I
Hungar.
sometimes try to follow my diabetic diet.
Nerdy just gotta
Why must
gotta
you-
wonder how you know what sweaty balls taste like. Just saying. You know,
The same way he knows
Softball
how
does it.
Justin takes like. Well, I can't speak. Same way Justin knows what a tumor tastes like.
Did you guys see that one thing? It was on Instagram or some shit where this woman reported her DoorDash driver or freaking Uber Eats or whatever. She got Mexican food and she swore that the dude dipped his nuts in her salsa. And like, how much do you have to know the taste nuts to be able to taste that shit in some freaking pico de gallo? It's like this pico de gallo's got a hint of nutsack in it. Like, what the fuck? How do you know that so well? It's like
it was like Jenna Jameson or someone like that.
what is up, Yog?
I don't know, but the most disgusting thing I ever saw on what's it, Hell's Kitchen? Not Hell's Kitchen, the other one, the
hey,
Kitchen
what's up,
Nightmares.
the one where he was making fixing up crappy restaurants.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, that one. Was the Mexican place with the full size garbage pail. You know the
The big gray garbage can, yes.
Yeah. They had that full of refried beans. They were just topping it off every day and not emptying it, and they were never going through the whole thing. So, like less than 3 inches down, it was all mold.
Gross.
So
Hungar sharing an
if
image
you're not,
with you.
Yeah, but somebody who knows the taste of ball sack.
yeah.
There you
What
go.
the fuck am I looking at?
The headline. Read the headline.
Oh yeah. I saw that one the other day.
That's great.
It's funny because it's true.
No paladin.
That's happening in my 5th ed game right now. One of the players who's recently died, he's brought in a noble, and he's pestering me every day with these lengthy backstories, and then the backstories for his retainers. I'm like, just fucking write it if you want to. I don't need to see it. Oh, I want to make sure it's okay.
Kill him off.
Yeah, nothing worse than when a player engages with your campaign. That's the worst. Fucking players.
8
Well,
pages.
Let's
8
make an
pages worth of
expendable
back-
death character and move on, please.
8
Exactly.
pages worth of backstory is too much.
It's way too much.
Yeah, once you go past 7, I mean,
Yeah. 7's the hard limit. Yeah.
That's 7 words, not pages.
No, that's just your alibi. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Shadow's
Listen,
got
the backstory
videotapes.
for my character in your game is fantastic, Bear.
Yeah, he's a happy dude with the cane. Yeah, I know. It's it's a great backstory.
but does he do weddings?
Man, that
as we
joke's
do
never
it,
dying,
that-
is it?
that was hilarious when freaking Max did that.
Dude, it's the way that he said it.
Do
You do weddings?
Do you need to know?
It was like the first time he'd ever been with a woman, and the next one he's like, "Hey, Philip, do you do weddings?" like you need a little bit more experience there, buddy.
I think I'm getting married. That was funny. I think I'm getting married. The way he said it, like he's got that character now. He keeps going on about how he doesn't feel he's doing well, but he's like got such a clear character going. You know what I mean?
His character's fantastic. I don't sleep during life or death fights. I get extremely drunk during life or death fights and shoo off beastmen with my stick.
Meanwhile, his character
Yeah.
just hides in the kitchen.
Yeah, friggin' Max's character is like, I'm standing in the kitchen with a woman because there was a chick there.
Ballet.
Oh.
It's a great campaign so far. It is hilarious.
It's been fun. Yes, sir.
It's almost like there's some good players in it too.
Yeah,
almost.
No, they're better.
Cody's game is pretty fun too.
Which one?
Cody's.
Yep.
I still think that you should have picked a little black dude for your mage.
Shut up, Hungar.
Here's the mage that I wanted him to go with.
Oh God!
It's gonna be something incredibly racist, isn't it?
No, no, it is not racist.
It's not racist, but I will easily be accused of being so.
That makes it fun, though.
Okay, here's the character that he took. This is what his character looks like. All right, let's see here.
Okay.
Here's what his character looks like.
Yeah.
You know, not bad. This is what I wanted his character to look like.
Mr. Max?
No, my character.
No, he
Cody's
just
game.
said hello in the chat.
Oh, hello, Max.
Hey,
Hello, Mr.
Max.
Max.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I wanted his character to look like.
Yeah. Every time he saw some magic, he's like, keep that technology away from me, yo.
He could have been from that one wizard school on Key and Peele.
Was that Lori Lightfoot?
No.
Mr. Max, how you doing, buddy?
What the fuck?
But no, he wanted to go with something serious.
I would have gone with the black guy. I need to join this game.
No, you don't.
Yo! Spells and shit.
It tells you how fast my
He
character
would
can
be
kill
holding.
yours.
See, he could have been holding his wand sideways.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Did they reopen Gemini AI yet?
No, not yet.
I can't wait until they reopen that shit.
I think it's open for text.
It is open for
That's
text.
what that picture was. That was Gemini AI giving me a picture of Gandalf.
Did you see when somebody put in show me a picture of gingers and they were all POC?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they did a Gemini AI and it was gingers and it was all black people with red hair.
Of course it was.
I like Gemini AI. You can have a lot of fun with that shit. The Hawaiian Vikings.
Yes.
Now, I asked it before they shut it down,
Okay.
and it actually gave me some white guys, like some Scandinavian dudes.
Hang on.
For
Remember I told you
Vikings.
about my friend that I said that's how I know you're a millennial? And he says, what? Because I haven't seen Heather's? I said, no, pointing out what's wrong with stuff. The battle hymn of the millennials. What do you think his answer was? Any bets? No, man. I feel like Gen X and boomers bemoan often. I remember too much stuff the bulk of millennials do not, even within my age group, to fit squarely there. Yes, a millennial trying to prove they're not a millennial. And casting their worst behavior patterns on the previous generations. It's so millennial. It's tasty. That's like I ordered an extra crispy millennial pizza on that one, man.
You can salt it with the tears of the millennial. I love the World War II one when it had the black dude in the SS uniform.
Well, it was just trying to hold up to that. What was it? Ubisoft that released that, or was it? They released one of those Call of Duties or whatever, the most recent one.
I don't know. I've never played Call of Duty.
I don't think it was specifically that game, but there was a World War II game 3-4 years ago. They had black SS guys in it. It's like
I tried to get us off the topic. I really did, but apparently we're going right back to this topic because Justin's here.
That shit was hilarious.
I tried hard, but Justin's like, "Oh, I can make black jokes and Nazi jokes at the same time."
Oh, shut up, man.
Nazi jokes.
Hurry up, Shadow! Get over there. He's got a big Woody. You can go film it.
In the history of history,
no, I don't.
In the history of history, there has never been a black SS officer.
Okay. Well, technically, there was like a bunch of Africans that signed up for the SS.
Those were Northern Africans, you idiot.
No, they were black. They were black.
Okay, so I'm wrong. There's black SS officers.
Run,
that
Brian,
is something that I did not know.
Yeah, but they didn't have that uniform. They had a different one. They had like a
don't
Africa Corps uniform. So.
Okay, good. I thought you were gonna go somewhere horrible.
No, I was about to say Pacific Theater, and that was totally wrong.
Yeah, no shit, RPG. I just heard about that the other day.
No, that he's not going to jail yet. They have to pass the law first.
They're going to offer him maid anyway. Don't worry. They'll be like, "Well, you can go to jail, or we can help you end your life."
Oh my gosh, there was one. Like I saw some headline. Canadian government admits vaccine caused woman's paralysis. Offers her assisted suicide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
This country.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a video on Discord, Justin. You'll love it.
I'll have to open.
No, I'm going to wait till after the show's over so you can watch it in private and not inflict it on the entire universe.
Well, on that note, then let's go ahead and end it because my internet's being spotty and shit. and we
Okay.
went almost an hour. So everybody, peace, love, chicken grease. Like the video if you want to. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it anyway.
Mm.
um,
I'm actually thinking about going to bed myself.
Go to
I've been
bed.
up for 2 days.
I need to go to bed. I haven't done so yet.
Yeah.
Like 1 o'clock in the afternoon here, and everybody's talking about going to bed.
Yeah,
What's
but
your point?
I woke up yesterday morning.
and
had
that's the
to
end.
go out.
I woke up yesterday morning. And slept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I had to go out all day. And I just got
siesta
in
is
like
a good thing.
I just got in like 10 minutes before I came on the show.
I woke up yesterday morning too.
Yes, but
And yesterday afternoon.
And yesterday afternoon, yeah.
And last night, and later in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
well,
Don't forget when he got up to pee that one time. You know.
Well, Hunger still has my favorite thing ever. I took a nap for 6 hours. That's not a nap. That's sleeping.
Hey, all sleep matters.
this is a matters movement that I can get behind.
Those Latinos got one thing right with the siesta.
Mr. Max is like he's gonna spend the next 2 days sleeping.
Lucky bastard.
Totally.
Well, when you're a crypto billionaire, you can do shit like that.
I
You
just
think it's just $1 billion? You know?
Well, billion Canadian, so that's like $2.50 American.
No. I think he trades in American. So it's like
American or
trillion.
Americans?
Yeah, he trades in Americans.
yes.
He trades in Americans.
Again, Shadow, we shouldn't be talking about your underground film connections. I mean, that's just bad.
Hey, Mr. Max, you know why women like chess? Because kitchen floor looks like the board.
You told that joke before. It was a dad joke then, and it's a dad joke now. But it's not wrong.
Yeah, but Mr. Max, we didn't have any money a month ago, so we're waiting till we have money to be able to buy in. Just let us know the next time we should buy in, please.
Yes, just keep us informed next time. Let
Yeah,
us
do
know
a
when they're
weekly
going to do
report.
another GameStop type of bullshit.
Mhm.
Let us know
Yeah.
next time they're going to do some GameStop bullshit so we can all buy into that.
Hmm.
Although
Yeah.
Elon's trying to get Disney stock to drop.
Well,
Oh, they're doing that
Disney's
fine
trying to get
themselves.
Disney.
Disney
do
is
anything.
Yeah, but
Disney's trying to get Disney
Elon's
stock
like,
to drop.
if Disney stock drops enough, then I can just buy it.
Mm.
Well, that's
Disney
4 years
does
for you to
not-
save up money to buy into Bitcoin. Sorry, what was
Disney
that,
does
Shadow?
not need Elon's help to drop the stock.
Nope. My favorite part of the whole Disney thing was they bring in Michael Chapek. All of Bob Iger's plans hit. It makes Michael Chapek look bad. They take him out of the picture to bring Bob Iger back in as the savior. Bob Iger bullshit continues. Disney loses billions. It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
we
Chapek did nothing to reverse what Bob Iger did.
We couldn't.
so-
He couldn't. His hands were tied.
Sony took a bath on that Mistress Webb shit.
Madam Web, yeah.
Madam Webb, yeah.
It's like, how
And of
can
course,
you
the usual
fuck up a
people are-
movie that has those actresses in it? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, the usual people are complaining about, there's all the articles, how it's misogyny that killed Madam Web, and
Except
It's-
the audience was mostly
male
male.
audience's fault.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like the audience was like 60 or 70% males of the 10 people who saw
There's a theater that was posting profits on that movie, and in one day, that movie made $150. That's like a family of four.
Yeah.
Going to
Crazy.
that movie. It was like
And
one
that
day,
money
the
was
entire
on
day,
the
all four showings, it made $150.
Nah,
Did Grace Randolph sound off on it yet? Because I'm still trying to figure out how that woman has an audience. Like
I
every
don't
time
even
I
know
see
who
her on
that
something,
is.
I'm like, "Who? You've never seen Grace Randolph? Oh, Hunger,
Who is she
yeah.
Hunger.
Blonde critic, yeah, she's not.
The one with the hair that looks like it hasn't seen a shower since 1982.
She's got the long version of what that blonde weirdo woman from Fox News had. What was that weird? I can't remember her name. God, and she just looks like. Trust me, Hunger, you would love Grace Randolph. She's right up your alley.
Well, one thing I will say,
Grace Randolph.
the new Haunted Mansion movie is actually decent. It's not great, but
No
it's
one agrees
actually
with you.
enjoyable.
But like, no one agrees with you. People have like shit all over that movie.
I saw it when we were on the cruise last year. It was fun.
Oh,
We
there's
all
a
enjoyed
cruise now. Next thing is going to be going on about England and.
Well, it was a cruise in England, yes.
Oh,
That Grace Randolph chick looks weird, man.
Dude, she comes off like she's on the spectrum for sure. Like,
Yeah.
and like hard on the spectrum. Because just the way she talks, you're like, oh no, what's going on here? Like, who's exploiting this poor child? Like, it's really weird, man.
yeah. Is it just me, or does her hair look drier than a fucking
Her
crack?
hair looks like one of those like robot plastic hairs.
Bring up a picture of this poor lady.
No, I'm going to end the show instead.
Okay.
Bridge too far, even for Hungar.
Peace, love, and chicken grease, everybody. Thanks for coming on.
Mangar.
Get some
Night,
sleep,
kids.
Justin. Get some sleep,
Party
Brian.
on.
Get some work done, mages.
Yep, I'm on it.
Shadow, stop with the gay